All right, I know none of you guys know me or even have any clue who I am, but I have to make this video because I just finished watching Sinners, and it was fantastic for the first 50% of it. And I went with my younger sister, who had the same opinion as me. For those that haven't seen Sinners, please skip by this video. It's gonna be plenty of spoilers. Um, but I kind of just wanted to see my 2 cents and see if you guys agree with me or not. Um, so if you haven't seen it yet, skedaddle, go see it yourself. It is fantastic. I would watch it 100 times over. Just it leaves me a bit confused. So when we go into the theater, we're expecting like sinners, like demons, something like that, right? We're a bit of horror buffs, and that's a common trope. But when we get there, we're introduced to the like political, racial commentary, and it was so engaging, so interesting, and we were absolutely loving it. We were confused by like, oh, we saw all the horror movie ads before this, and neither of us even looked into the movie before watching it. We only saw that it was 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and we're like, oh, bet, let's go take a peek. What left us a little confused was that the first half was super thought provoking, was super engaging. Oh, a little stuffy. A little, or super, how can I say this? The first half was super thorough and thought out, and it felt fantastic. It felt unbelievable. It didn't leave anything to be desired. I felt every single plot point, every single idea was fully fledged out. The first scene that we saw, where we were introduced to the supernatural element, the vampire, um, I thought that was really interesting, right? Like, we're introduced to this new side. Well, we have this commentary on this side, and this side. How are they going to come together? And we saw from the very beginning where they were talking about how music kind of brings spirits and brings the devil, right? People are able to summon spirits from beyond, right? Future, past, and present. Um, and I was really excited to see some like supernatural, like something like that, or maybe I didn't know the guy was a vampire immediately. I didn't clock that. Um, I was expecting like a demon or something, like a spirit, because oh, like a spirit, like something haunting. Like, I was excited for it. It was like that goes for like the kind of I don't want to speak like wrongly, and if I apologize for being culturally insensitive, but like the voodoo kind of like mystique that I was coming to expect with um oh shoot, I forgot her name. The woman that was with one of the twins. I think it was Smoke. Smoke's lover. I forgot her name, and I apologize. Should probably look it up, but kind of free balling this. Um, was into that like spiritual element of it, and I thought that's where this kind of story would go, like the more like voodoo, like spiritualistic side of it. Um, Especially when we first got introduced with the evil, or that's what she said, the evil, or the hate. Sorry, she said the hate. Where it's like, oh, so it's gonna be like a voodoo thing, right? But no, vampires, because why not? Um, I don't know why it's vampires, but it's vampires. Um, so whatever, we keep going. The conflict arises, right? It's really nice. It's building up, but we get to this point in the movie where Stack is already dead. He's outside of the building, and all the people are inside safe. They just have to wait till the morning. The the owner, one of the owners of the shop, she ends up being coerced by her husband, saying that they're gonna all go kill the daughter, right? I'm like, oh, I understand. Like, I would be extremely fuming. I'd be freaking out, but the part where she ended up screaming, "Come at me," or "Come, everybody, come in, fuckers," or whatever she said, didn't sit well with me. You could say. I feel like the character that Smoke was portrayed as was like a heart or heartless kind of just killer that like didn't really care too much about people that were in his way. I mean, he literally shot two guys. One of them he already knew from the past just for going into his truck. So I felt like he would have just boom popped her as soon as she started like freaking out. I know it's a little insensitive. I would have been a little bit, oh gosh, but like that wouldn't be out of his character. You know, what's out of his character is him putting his hand on her mouth, her biting down on it, and him going, and then being attentive to it, and then letting her scream. It made no sense to me. But I think everything besides that was good for that point, right? I was really really happy with the movie until there. Um, this is where it gets really bad for me. I think that it went from being a 10 out of 10. Me and my sister completely agree. I am a heavy critic. I thought this movie was a 10 out of 10. We go to the fight with the whole bunch of vampires, right? First things first, the vampires give them time to arm. I'm like, okay, sure, for sake of the movie, you know, yeah, just, oh, we're walking in, still singing slowly. But the second they open up the doors, it's no longer singing slowly. They're running and freaking out, doing all the things, right? And why they change the pace? They're no longer singing. If it would be like a cult, like walking weirdly, like adding more to this like mystique and spiritualistic idea, I'd be like, okay, yeah, keep it going. I'm freak, okay, yeah. But it ended up being just like this slasher, like people are going down here, that, and the other, and like I saw a guy get like bit that I didn't see inside of the room. Like I didn't see him in the building, and I just see two people die, two men die, and I'm just like, I don't remember two men being able to die. Like the math wasn't mathing. I feel like somebody just there weren't enough characters for that to have happened to, because we saw the death of each character that was inside the house slowly, but then two vampires jumped on two people, and that's it. I'm like, who were those two people? We didn't see them the entire. Who were they? I don't have a clue. Very strange. So, but their tactics make sense, right? Everybody's going for another one where they're trying to kill all of them, right? And slowly their numbers are being whittled down, but there's still a bunch of them. I mean, I only saw like maybe 5 or 6 deaths on the screen for the vampire side, and then everybody slows down. It's just like looking at Smoke with the stake over his lover, and they're not since when do they care? Like maybe I'm not getting something. You guys can explain it in the comments, but in the way that the vampires are existing, I don't think they would care, right? Or unless what I'm understanding now while speaking it, and I might cut this or whatever it is. Well, maybe not. But what I'm understanding now is possibly they wanted to indoctrinate her into the vampires, right? And like her death means more than just losing a number, I guess. Which that would make sense, right? Like, oh, that's why they're upset. But all of the other times people were stabbed with stakes, even though they were important characters to those around them, there wasn't any reactions like that. There was no love. There was no other feeling than just, okay, another one's dead. That's fine. Just keep going, right? There was the loss of compassion, but then there was compassion for the main characters, which I understand because they're the main characters, but it didn't sit right with me. And I know I'm being critical, and that's only because I'm an English major. But just wait, there's more. So whatever, that all happens, right? He stabs his lover. Then all the vampires who are immortal, bear in mind, leave the building. They just waltz out and are acting like zombies, like really delirious. Even though we saw, what was it? Was his name Cheddar? No, the guy at the door, pretty much. He was shot multiple times, was fully conscious and acting accordingly, even though he was all bleeding and all crazy. He was still making conscious decisions that were intelligent, right? They weren't zombie-like. Then they go in, and now they walk out, and they lose all intelligence. Like they go back in from leaving, and Slim slits his wrist and like holding the blood out. Right. I'm pretty sure just putting some blood out doesn't make them zombies. Like, oh, here, look at this blood, look at this blood. Oh, like a little, like a red banner that you'd hold out for a bull. Um, and they're like trying to mess with him, I guess, slowly but surely, getting closer to him. Like, felt very stupid. Um, and then whatever that happens, he dies slowly and painfully. I feel bad for Slim. But then we see our main characters go up the stairs, rush, 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 rush. They open the door. Whoa, main antagonist. Oh goodness, who could have thought? The main antagonist rushes our main character, pastor's son or Pasty, possibly. Oh, no, yeah, Pasty, right? I don't know. I apologize. I'm not good with names. But the main character basically rushes the main character fighting with him. The brothers are fighting the brothers. Right? Pasty ends up getting knocked over. He goes for the girl. The girl dies. He kills the girl. Then thing goes to later. Smoke shoots him. He's falling on the ground. Pasty jumps out the window, or main character jumps out the window, goes to the lake, trying to run away. The main antagonist, the main vampire, grabs him, right? And previously, we were talking about how the ways to kill the vampire, right? It was a wooden stake, silver, or holy water. So at this point, I'm like, oh, they're in water. He's the pastor's son. He's gonna turn the water to holy water. That's wow way to tie everything in together with a nice, neat little bow. I'm like, okay, they're fighting. They start reciting the biblical lines. I'm like, wait, how he's singing it? Oh shoot, this is not how he's gonna kill him. Oh my goodness, how is he gonna do it? He then hits him with the guitar, and I'm like, the guitar, the neck, it's a wooden stake. That's how he's gonna do it. No, somehow, some way, Smoke still Killstack manages to walk through all of the vampires without being noticed, I guess. Get behind the main antagonist, and stab him from the back. In what world was there enough time to go down from upstairs, jump out the window, run over, not being detected, anything, and kill the guy? Like, none of the second half or the vampire part of the movie made any sense. There could have been so much more. Like, it could have been so much more in depth. Like, there could have been just 1,000 parts that just left more to be desired that the first half didn't. Like, the first half was unbelievably amazing. And I think maybe that's why I am so critical of the second half, because it went from being like this high to just womb, but then like our average movies like here, maybe that's the case, but like I feel like the first part's here, average movie here, and the second half is down here. Like it went from a 10 out of 10 movie to like a 6 out of 10 on the second half. That's how it felt for me. Let me know if you guys feel the same way in the comments. But if this is the first time you're hearing from me, I hope to do more of this. If you want more movie reviews, game reviews, something, let me know. Whatever it is. Deuces.